racism. We don't want to process the racism.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, especially white folks can use that coding all the time, right? And I because we can, because it protects the comfort that we are accustomed to, and that's problematic in so many ways. People use a number of excuses to talk about why the book shouldn't come into communities, and they would say, well, it might incite a riot.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
And I think about that because it's hard for me to understand how that's possible if you've read the book, because the book isn't about rioting. The book is anti-violence, and it exposes the harm that violence really causes a family, families, communities. So I struggle with those excuses, but I think they're all codes for we don't want to talk about the stuff that would make us have to shift the power dynamics that currently exist in our community.
You definitely don't want no kids asking no questions.
I find that so strange too, because I used to teach. I worked in education, and I worked in a private school in New York City for 10 years. And I often hear people talk about, well, we want to be age appropriate to have a conversation about racism. Well, first of all, the only people I've ever really heard talk about that are white people. But it's strange to me because I've watched kindergartners recognizing and understanding race. And so for me, I feel like the notion of that coding again of like age appropriate, or when it's acceptable for them to read, I'll be calm, F-bombs, I won't say the word.
He wants to. Don't do it.
Fuck yeah.
Oh. I'm so sorry. That's it. Now you've been indoctrinated. Don't go cause a riot.
Something tells me you're all right. But honestly,